I'm sorry, guys. I'm late. I'm late by some, I think, how many minutes? Oh, close to 30 minutes, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about it, but I really had certain things in here to go in and say to, these things concerning technology in here are really not easy in there for you. But guys, welcome to United Matters channel. We have to do a match build up of United versus Crystal Palace, and the game is on, and it's going to happen in the next how many minutes? This is 18. In the next 28 minutes or 30 minutes, the game is going to be live, and United will be all out on the field of play to go in and really entertain its fans all over the world, because that's what they are meant to do down in a side which goes by the names of Melbourne. And this is the second game they are playing in the same stadium, and for the very first time they have really taken a side that has really played some good number of minutes in there for you, and a side that is going to really replicate on how the other Premier League sides are really going to play, especially those below the bottom, the top six in there for you. That is Crystal Palace, being coached by Patrick Vieira in there for you, a man that really came in through and really thrown lots of hails to Erik Ten Hag, that is trying really to go on and put United in shape, to go on and really get United the level we are supposed to be in there for you. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do uploading on a daily. I go by the names of Rock and David, and let's get to where we are supposed to be going right about now. Before I really do anything, I'd like to first show you the lineup of United in there for you. Check your screen and the lineup of United. David De Gea in goal. Lindelof, Harry Maguire into the back, into the central defense. Then Bruno Fernandes, Borges, Martial, Rashford, Malacia. This time starts ahead of Luke Shaw in there for you. Then Freddie, Dalot, Sancho and Scott McTominay. That is the starting Manchester United lineup to face a side which goes by the names of Crystal Palace, of a man who goes by the names of Patrick Vieira, who is one of the Premier League legends that I really saw with my eyes play. Though he was playing for Arsenal, something that really made me really not like to play him a lot, because he was really so much solid and hard into that midfield in there for you. So that's the starting 11 of Manchester United, and the bench we're having hit on: Kova, Bailey, Amad Diallo, Shaw, Teles, Pelestri, Bissaka, Danny Van Beek, Elanga, Layard, Chongi, Hannibal, Fish, Garnacho, Savage, and Zidane Iqbal in there for you. That's the lineup of United, the substitutes in there for you. And let me show you how United is going to stand into this game of football as it stands right about now, because it is really lit up, and for the very first time we've gotten a change. By the way, Rashford is back in the starting 11 for those that never watched the other game, because he started into the other game of football and he started on the bench, but now Rashford is back onto the starting. All right, they've made a mistake. So Martial is playing off the left. That's what they are saying. Let's wait and see how they're going to line up. But I will believe that Martial is going to lead the line and Rashford is going to play off the left in there for you. So when you look at that lineup, they're showing you David De Gea in goal. Dalot is playing as a right fullback of United. Lindelof and Harry Maguire into that central defense. Remember, Rafael Varane is really having an injury, though he really returned back on the field of play to train, but is not 100% fit. Him and James Garner are 100% ruled out of this game. Then Malacia comes in for Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw has been playing into this game into the previous two games we played in the left back, but I think this time around he's going to be played into the central defense. I know that. That's why they really got him to. That's why he's going to come in through to play into the central defense into the second half. I know very well, with a man who goes by the names of Erik Bay in the forward. Malacia comes in into this first team squad of United, and this is something I was really crying for to see. I wanted to see how Malacia comes in to fit into this fully fit first team 11 of United, and how he really flies off that flank in there for you. I don't believe that you're going to play a 4-3-3. I believe you're going to play a 4-2-3-1 according to me. I don't know why Google is saying a 4-3-3, but we've been playing a midfield of how many people? Of two, and then the rights are really going to go ahead and attack. So I really believe that they'll make some adjustments later, but all in all, I really believe that it's Scott McTominay and Freddie in the down midfield pivot, then Bruno Fernandes into the central attack midfield role, Sancho on the right wing, Rashford onto the left wing, and Martial is going to lead the line for United into this game of football. But Rashford coming in means that Elanga has been dropped into the second the second lineup of United because he started, but he was not so much exciting according to me. And I think the manager said, all right, let me try and go with my best side to see to it that it faces a Premier League side that has really played in a game against Liverpool. They were beaten by 2-0. They were beaten by Liverpool in Singapore by 2-0. And for us, we beat Liverpool by 4-0. So we are waiting to see how is it going to transpire, because for the very first time, we are playing a side of the Premier League that has played a game, and I think they are fit. And the manager came out and told us that, all right, we are coming in to go on and really get this job done and dusted into this game of football in the For You. So your predictions are welcome into the comment section below as you really go on and watch in the For You as United takes on a side which goes by the names of Crystal Palace. All right, before I really go on to really analyze this game so much more, allow me bring you this onto your screen. That is Crystal Palace. They've gone with a 4-4-2. As you see, it's a 4-4-2 either For You. They're having Butland in goal, Gerrard right back, Nathan Klein and Henderson playing as the central defenders, Michel playing as a left fullback. Then he's having a midfield of 4 people in there For You. Sorry, he's having a midfield of Phillips and Mivolojevic in there For You. And then he's having Ibowei playing as a right winger and Sachi playing as a left winger in there For You. Then Mateta and Jordan Ayew are leading the line. This is my point of discussion here For You. I want to see how we are going to go on and really see our highlight take on these players in the For You. I want to see how United is going to go ahead and take on Mateta and the player who goes by the name of Jordan Ayew, because they are fast. Their physicality is out of this world, and this is something I really want to see how United is really going to go ahead and take on these players. That's why I'm here to go on and really see this with my eyes and see how we're really going to go ahead and really play into this game of football in there For You. When you look at the bench, of Crystal Palace, I think the only players they're having that are really so much exciting to watch, there is Eduardo. Who else? Most first team players are not in the bench. So I'm waiting to see which changes we're going to make. But Eduardo is really amazing. The rest are not so much. I'm not so much afraid of, because I'm not seeing Zaha. Zaha is nowhere to be seen. So let's wait and see how things are really going to go on as United plays the side which goes by the names of Crystal Palace in there For You. But Erik ten Hag, the manager, has got certain things to say about this game of football as we play a side which goes by the names of Crystal Palace. And here we go. This is what he had to say about this game of football as we really jetted into this mix of a side which goes by names of Crystal Palace. He said, today a lot of players will make a step to play 60 minutes. You've heard it. Today a lot of players will make a step to play 60 minutes. The fitness has to build, and this is a good opportunity to do that. Meaning that most of the players of Manchester United are going to play 60 minutes because most of them have played 2 games, and now he wants to test them. Can they really play for another 60 minutes? Because they've played 2 games. That is 45 minutes, and in the total they played 90 minutes. He wants them to play another how many minutes? 15 minutes. To see to it that has their intensity reached up to 60? Can they really hold up to that intensity, the high game of pressing in the For You and attack for the next 60 minutes? That's what Erik ten Hag has come out and told us, that the players are going to play for 60 minutes. You get? So note it that the players are going to play 60 minutes. It has been confirmed by the manager in the names of Erik ten Hag, and he was talking to Manchester United television. Then he told us that I see progression from day to day, but that has to be the case because 7th August we have to be ready for the start of the Premier League. It's good to play a Premier League team today in there For You. So the way they set themselves was that play Liverpool, then play Melbourne, and then test yourself fully on a team which goes by names of Crystal Palace, especially a team that has the physicality, is going to bring you the ball. They play a deep line, but when they really decide to attack, they really go ahead and really break and beat your highlight. So we are going to see, can can Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof really not repeat the same mistake they did in the goal we considered against Melbourne? That's one of the things we're going to be here watching and waiting to see how United capitalizes onto that. Because when you look at Mateta and Jordan Ayew who are leading the line for a side which goes by the names of Crystal Palace, they are fast and strong. You get? So, this is not Melbourne. This is Crystal Palace. Can United outpass and outpossess a team which goes by the names of Crystal Palace in this game of football? This is what you're going to wait and see this game of football, because expect that battle to be so much intense. The battle between Harry Maguire and Mateta, and that between Jordan Ayew and Lindelof, because Lindelof is playing on the left side of the central defense, and Mateta is going to face Maguire, because Maguire is playing on the right side of the central defense either for you. But all in all, it's like a signal that Erik ten Hag is preparing for Lisandro Martinez to play off the left and Harry Maguire to play off the right. Very many people are really coming in and really having them reservations about Harry Maguire playing that side. But I really believe that, let's trust the manager. If at all Harry Maguire has been chosen to play there, let him play there. And I know if at all he's good enough, he will prove that he's good enough. If at all he's not living up to the standards, I really believe in Erik ten Hag that he won't really let his team be beaten by really resting all his cases on Harry Maguire. Then if at all Harry Maguire doesn't really perform, trust me, he'll be thrown out of the team. And guess what? Varane will come in, and the other players like Eric Bay will get a chance to play into this game of football. Smash the like button, comment and share. This is the United Matters channel. Then Ten Hag has said on Palace, they're a good team that beat us in the last league game. You will have to be good and put in a good performance to get a result in there for you. So he knows them very well, because remember, Ten Hag was in attendance in London to watch the game of Crystal Palace versus United. Remember it very well that that was the game that climaxed the Premier League, and they beat us by, is it 1-0? Yeah, it was 2-0 in there for you. I remember it like yesterday. We are beaten in there for you, and he knows how they play. He knows some of their players, and I know he has really made a lot of research into them, and he knows what Crystal Palace is all about. So he's really saying lots of things that are really interesting me, but one of those that has caught my eye is that these players are going to play 60 minutes. 60 minutes in the for you are the minutes these players are really going to go into play. But I don't believe that Harry Maguire is going to play 60 minutes, because he has only played so far 45. That means he's going to play 45 in this game. Then they take him off. They bring in Eric Bay. You get? Lindelof will play 60 minutes. Dalot will play 60 minutes. Scott McTominay, Freddy will play 60 minutes. Sancho will play 60 minutes. Martial will play 60 minutes. And Rashford will play 60 minutes in there for you. So we can't wait to see how this game of football is really going to go ahead and really transform to where we expect it to be. But to me, I will believe that we are getting a real test of a game. That's it. We are getting a real test of a game, because don't really expect lots of things to happen like how they happened at Melbourne. If Crystal Palace is ahead of you, it can really go ahead and threaten you and really hit you on the break again. You get? So that's what Crystal Palace is so much good at, and we won't allow them to get ahead of us. I don't want us to see ourselves into a situation that Crystal Palace has went ahead to score fast ahead of us. I hate that, because Melbourne, not every team is going to give you a chance to come back and really equalize and win the game, because Palace defend better than Melbourne. They'll go ahead and really defend and pack up their bus, and you won't be able to stop it. That's it. So to me, I will believe that we shouldn't give Crystal Palace a chance. We should go on and really dominate the game immediately, make it hard for them to play. We're supposed to possess, to do the press like never before, and then put them to the levels where they're supposed to belong in there for you. We need to get a goal in the first 10 minutes, because the first goal is always important, man. It's always important, because I really believe that no team wants to concede fast. Every team would like to score fast, but it depends on the tactics of your manager and how your players have gone ahead on the field of play to implement them. Reason being, Palace is not Melbourne. Melbourne led us in the, is it the 9th minute? I think the 9th minute. Then they packed the bus, and for the next 34 minutes, we couldn't score a goal. So it means that it took us 34 minutes to score an equalizer, and then more 2 minutes to really go ahead. Something that I believe, if at all Crystal Palace happens to go ahead of us, it's going to be a different game of football altogether. So if at all I'm Erik ten Hag, I will tell my team that, please, let's not concede fast. Let's go ahead and look for that early goal, get it, and then press them again to get the second one. We go for the third. You never know. We might kill off the game even in the first half. So I think those are the orders of the manager who goes by the names of Erik ten Hag in there for you. But there is something I've seen. Is Danny Van Beek on the bench of Manchester United? Let me see the bench of United. Danny Van Beek, where are you? Yes, he's there. But there is a story I'm really going to work on later, when we are done with the match reaction and so on and so forth, and very many things there for you, of Danny Van Beek being linked to a side which goes by names of AC Milan, that United are really going in for Bernanke in there for you, who plays as a CDM at a team which goes by names of AC Milan. So I'm going to work upon that. But I will believe that this thing is being blown out of proportion of Danny Van Beek not starting. Obviously, if I'm Erik ten Hag, I cannot really put up Danny Van Beek into my team there and then, because people will say how he has brought favoritism at Manchester United. That's what we hated about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and he's bringing him into the starting lineup there and then. Now, if I'm the manager like Erik ten Hag, I will do that. Put Danny Van Beek in my second string side and see how everything goes in there for you. And I will believe that Danny Van Beek is not far away from starting into the first string side of Manchester United. And I think that game of Aston Villa, as you've seen today that Malacia has come in for Luke Shaw into the left back position in there for you, I will believe that even Danny Van Beek in the game of Aston Villa is going to be given that role of Bruno, and Bruno will come in and play with the second string side of United. That's what I will believe is going to happen in this game of football as United plays Aston Villa. But in this game of Crystal Palace, I'm happy for Malacia. I really wanted to see how Malacia can express himself when he's playing with the first string side of Manchester United. I want to see how he flies on that line, because I will believe that he has a lot to his game than Luke Shaw. You get? I will believe that Malacia really has a lot to his game than Luke Shaw in here. Your predictions are welcome to the comment section below. Tell me where you're watching in from, and your predictions are highly welcome to this channel of Manchester United versus Crystal Palace. Obviously, I know you're going to win, and I'm going to enjoy this game, but I just can't wait to see how you're really going to outpass Crystal Palace. I want us to dominate, because the game we played with Crystal Palace at the end of the season, they outpassed us, they outpossessed us, and we looked like a team that was so weak to really go ahead and really play them. Now, it's almost the same team that played Crystal Palace, though Sancho was away. I think even Rashford didn't play. Martial was not around. Malacia was not here. Obviously, was it? I think Fred was around, but Scott McTominay, one of those was not around that game that played Crystal Palace way back at the end of the season. So it's good to see that players are really coming in through, and we are going to see how Erik ten Hag continues to get himself to the levels that he has gone ahead to really exercise at United, because that's the reason as well we're excited. Positivity starts from the manager, and he's 100% sure that this team is going to go ahead and put things to order in there for you. If you're watching us for the very first time, guys, subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And guys, if at all you've just joined us, this is the starting 11 of Manchester United. That's the starting 11 of Manchester United, as you see. David De Gea, Delo right back, Lindelof and Harry Maguire in the central defense. Malacia has come in for Luke Shaw in the for you, is playing as a left back. Scott McTominay and Fred into the double midfield pivot. Bruno ahead of them as a central attack midfielder. Sancho right wing. Rashford as a left winger, and Martial is leading the line in the field. Remember, for Martial, this is really going to be a very good game for him to go on and exercise himself. For the previous games, he has played only 45 minutes and he has managed to score a goal. And now he's going to play 60 minutes. I'm 100% sure Martial is going to play 60 minutes. He's one of those players that Erik ten Hag has gone ahead to come out and let us know that they are going to play 60 minutes. So we are waiting to see how Martial is going to utilize his 60 minutes on the field of play. I expect him to be on the score sheet, because they are really getting more fitness game in, game out, and we expect lots of things to come in through from the players of Manchester United in there for you. And anytime from now, the game is going to start, and we are here onto the United Matters channel, and your prediction is coming in to go and really let us know who is winning this game of football today, as United really plays Crystal Palace in this game in Melbourne. But United has an advantage because they are playing a second game into this pitch. Crystal Palace has not played any game in this pitch. This is their first game they are playing here. So that means United is used to this pitch because it's wide. It's a 90,000 seater, and United are so much used to this stadium. But we are waiting to see how we are going to go in and really go ahead and really utilize this field of play. But in the second half, I would like to see handball really play this time around. Yes, as they brought in Laird last time, I want to see Hannibal play in this game of football this time around. I don't know how the manager is going to do it, but I really believe that Hannibal deserves some time, some game time to play in the field, because I really believe that he's really talented. Why doesn't he really get some playing time into this game of football? And very many other players either for you, the likes of Danny Van Beek are going to come in through. I think Laird might play again because it looks like United feel like they're looking for a suitable buyer for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He's out of the plans of the manager. Obviously, when you look at his style of play, you can't relate it to Erik ten Hag. There is no way they even come close. But my worry of the season is Raphael Varane. That really leads me to Eric Bay into this discussion. Raphael Varane is still injured. He's out of the squad. Remember, he never played the game of Melbourne. He's not playing the game of Crystal Palace because of an injury. He's back on the field of play. He's trotting, but it's really not good news for me. I really hate it to see to it that one of our best defenders that we can really benchmark our season on can't come out to give us the number of games we deserve. You get? So it's really worrying. That's why I'm really telling people that we need 5 central defenders to be fit at Manchester United. I don't want to see Eric Bay sold. Reason, Eric Bay is really one of the most players that will really come in through and really give you performance. So if I already have 2 injury-prone central defenders, it does not really allow you to sell one of them, because whenever Raphael Varane will be needed and is not available, Eric Bay will come in through. And whenever Eric Bay will be down, then Raphael Varane will come and get the job done. Because remember, we're playing the UEFA Europa League. I don't believe that Harry Maguire will be played into the UEFA Europa League. He won't. Even Lisandro Martinez. I really believe that Lindelof will either partner Eric Bay or Varane in the FU, depending on what plan the manager has over the weekend. I really believe that we won't be traveling with some players on Thursday, but it will depend, to me, because it will depend on the group we are going to be placed. But I really believe that we are really going to go out of that group, because it's not going to be so much intense, because we are going to be seeded. We are going to top that group, and the rest of the teams will be really underdogs for us, all to us. So I don't expect lots of resistances from those teams. That's why I really believe that you'll see to it that the manager will always leave close to 10 or 11 players behind. Then he goes with a squad of 20 people to go ahead and get that game done. That's it. You get? Then I expect a lot of competition when it comes to the round of 16, quarterfinals, semi-finals in the for you. And I really believe that we can go ahead and really win the UEFA Europa League. And I think that can be one of the trophies that Erik ten Hag is eyeing to go on and win. So I expect Eric Bay and Raphael Varane to be so much important into this season. That's why we believe that the only defenders we should sell are Phil Jones and Twanzebe. I don't want to see Eric Bay sold. Why? Because if at all Raphael Varane gets an injury, that means that we are left with only 2 central defenders. 3 only. Lindelof, Harry Maguire, and Lisandro Martinez. That can't really get us to the level we want to be in a season that is so much crucial, and we need to go ahead and really get lots of things done in there for you. Smash the like button, go in the live chat and tell me who do you think is going to win this game of football, because United is up and running into this one, and Erik ten Hag has brought his first 11 for you. Mateta and a man who goes by the names of Jordan Ayew are facing Lindelof and Harry Maguire. Both are slow centre backs. United is playing a high line. Do you notice? Are you smiling while I'm smiling? If Mateta goes ahead to get that ball, because trust me, Crystal Palace is going to get certain chances. They are going to create chances. Trust me, they are going to create chances in there for you. And I really believe that everything will really go on as planned by Erik ten Hag. But they are going to threaten our defense more than a side which goes by the names of Melbourne Victory, because Melbourne Victory attacked us a lot to a level that really left us to a level of really asking ourselves, are we going to go ahead and win this game? We are just 14 minutes away from going to watch this game of football of United and Crystal Palace, and going to the live chat and tell me your prediction for this game of football of Manchester United and Crystal Palace. You've seen all the lineups, and I think the only thing you are left with is to go on and really let us know what everything is all about this game of football of Manchester United versus Crystal Palace in there for you. Feel free to go into the live chat. Tell me what you are thinking. 14 minutes to the game of football that United is really going to play as their third game. Remember, we first played Liverpool and we won by 4-0. We played against Melbourne Victory. We won by how many? We won by 4-1. This time round, are we putting 4 past Crystal Palace? The live chat is open. Tell me and talk to me, guys, about what Erik Ten Hag has to do to see to it that we really go ahead and really compromise and win this game genuinely, and let's not really see ourselves really defeat. Let me put up the poll in here for you. Who is winning today? All right. Man UTD, then Crystal Palace. I'm asking my community. So throw in your votes. I really want to see what you guys have to see about this game of football. But all in all, one thing I have to let you know is that the manager has confirmed to us that these players are going to play 60 minutes. Every player that has started today that has played in the previous 2 games, he's going to play 40 minutes. That rules out Harry Maguire, meaning that Harry Maguire is going to play only 45. He's going to play only 45. Then they'll bring on the other players in there for it. So smash the like button, comment, and share. Let me see you guys throw your votes into the comment section below the live chat. I really want to talk to you. Where are you guys watching in from? Tell me your predictions for this game, because it's really getting to where we want it to be. And the United is playing Crystal Palace in Melbourne. That is the Melbourne cricket ground. That's where the game is happening, and United is all running to see to it that they will go ahead and really get themselves to the levels of winning another game of football in there for you. Exactly. There is something I want to talk about Antoine Martial, that they've not yet created very many chances for Antoine Martial. In the game of Liverpool, I never saw them create a chance for Antoine Martial. Although he scored that goal, he really pressed very well and really got that defender and really sent fear into that defender, and he really got that ball off him, and he made a very good diagonal run into the 18 yards box area of Liverpool and really got that ball into the back of the head. That is Antoine Martial. Now we are waiting to see, can they really create more chances for Antoine Martial? I want to see United creating more chances for our number 9, like we created that chance against Melbourne. They gave him one chance, and he really put that ball in the back of the net. I really believe that Martial is very clinical. You get out of 5 chances, he can get you 5 goals or 4. So I would like to see our midfield link a lot to our attack, then later to see to it that we really go ahead and really get Martial into the game. Let's not see him drop so deep to get that ball. No, I hated it most for that first half. They never got him so much into the ball, and he never really enjoyed himself because he had to go deep to get that ball and try to really sit down with his defenders. But that means that he was doing a role that was not his. That's it. You get? He was doing a role that was meant not to be his. Antoine Martial is supposed to go in and really get himself to a level of of being in the box, waiting for who is coming to go ahead and really create chances for him. His role is to be fed by Bruno Fernandes, Rashford, Sancho. You get? Then he will come in through and he then scores. You get? So Rashford, Sancho, and Bruno should do their job. The same applies to Malacia and Diego Dello. They should get Martial to the ball many times, because that's what you can give him as a gift, because he's clinical. Trust me, he's clinical. For the times I saw him in 2015 when he came in through on his debut against Liverpool and he scored against them, he's a clinical guy. He's clinical, but we've not got him to the ball very many times. So that's something I'm really calling for this time around, that let's get Antoine Martial on the ball a lot. And when you get him a lot on the ball, that's when you're going to get results either for you, because the more you get him on the ball in the box, the more we are going to become a threat to Crystal Palace. But Crystal Palace is not a soft nut to crack. You get? It's going to be a real test today. And I know the match reaction, you guys are really going to come in through and really tell me what you think about it later when the game is done. But Crystal Palace is really going to be the real test for United. And to me, I will believe that is the real test for Erik ten Hag ever since he became a Manchester United manager in there for you. Go in and vote. Who do you think is winning this game of football today? And tell me what your prediction is in the comment section below. You can as well tell me your thoughts about the starting 11 of Manchester United and what you think Erik ten Hag should do to go on and sign in more players in there for you, because he's calling in for more players at United and the board is also working tooth and nail, night and day, to deliver them to Erik ten Hag in there for you. So thank you guys for watching in. This is United Matters channel. Thank you. But United is playing Crystal Palace, our third game of the season, and I'm really waiting to see how our midfield of Scott McTominay and Freddie is going to link so much to a man who goes by the names of Antoine Martial, Bruno, Sancho, because in the game of Melbourne, we saw it that the more they got Sancho onto the ball, the more we threatened and really broke through the defense of Melbourne, because Melbourne had sat behind and they had parked a bus. Even the fans of Melbourne were chanting to Erik ten Hag that they are going to chase you tomorrow because we are leading you by 1-0. You get? So we don't want to create that atmosphere again, because each and every time they really score you fast, you really use a lot of calories to go ahead and really level or win that game. So I believe that if at all you want to see ourselves really getting ourselves in the lead faster than any team, we have to do the following. Get yourselves to the score sheet in the first 10 minutes of the game. Let Crystal Palace not score as fast, because the moment they score as fast, obviously, they'll go ahead and park the bus. And when they park the bus, they defend better than Melbourne, and breaking them down will be hard. So we just can't allow them to park the bus. We just want to go ahead and really hit them immediately in the first 10 minutes. Let's score fast, because the first goal is always crucial in every game. Then they won't really park the bus, because their plan is known. When they really score fast, they are going to go ahead and really park the bus. Don't allow them to park the bus. And how do you prevent them from parking the bus? Hit them in the first 10 minutes. Don't allow them to score you fast. Get in front of them fast. Then they won't park the bus. I don't want them to make this game hard for us, because we have to make it easy on our side and make it hard for Crystal Palace, because there is a very big difference between Manchester United and Crystal Palace. You know that very well. And Ralf Rangnick showed us that we can go ahead and really make it hard for these teams like Crystal Palace, especially his first game he played for Manchester United as an interim manager. We played Crystal Palace, we won by 1-0, but you remember how we pressed them for the 60 minutes. But after 60 minutes, the players of United had really ran out of steam and they couldn't really hold any better. You get? That's United for you, and that's what you expect in the game of football today. In the fight, I'm having to message Emmanuel. It's United third win in a row, I believe. Yeah, but it's going to depend. How are we winning? How are we winning? That's the problem. For me, I don't really depend on how on whether we win or not. But even if we lose to Crystal Palace, but how are we going to play in there for you? You get? That's how we are really waiting to see how everything is really going on and happen in here onto the channel, which goes when it's a Manchester United Matters channel. Then I'm having Henry Ekechi. Are you showing the match? No, I'm not showing it because I don't have the copyright. I'll be striking that for you. But you can go to the app, download the app of Manchester United, then you watch that game. Download the app of Manchester United and you watch that game. Have the match started? It's starting in the next 5 minutes. 5 minutes from now, the game of United is starting either for you. And let me see who has really voted either for you for this poll of United versus Crystal Palace in there for you. We are ending the poll. Let's see the results. All right. 90% are saying United is winning and 9% are saying Crystal Palace is winning in the face. So let's wait and see. When this game gets done, I'm going to be coming back here to do what we call a match reaction and highlights show in there for you when this game of football is done. I sign out for now. Thank you for watching in. To Message Emmanuel, thank you Ekechi for watching in. I sign out for now. See you later when the game is done with the match reaction and highlights show.